Hello students, today I am going to start your paper 1 and in which I am taking your chapter matrices, which is very important. Already we have studied basic things about matrices in standard 11. We have taken the definitions, then we have taken algebra of matrices, addition, subtraction, multiplication. So all the basic things to operate on matrices we know. Okay. Now in standard 12, the actual topic in matrices is to find inverse of a matrix. Okay students, this is new to you, to find inverse of a matrix. This is the topic in standard 12. Okay, suppose we have a matrix A. Okay, suppose I will take A matrix as A11, A12, A21, A22. All of you know what is matrix. Now this horizontal are known as row. We will name it as row 1. This is row 2. And the vertical arrangement is known as column 1 and column 2. This is known to you. Okay students. Now this is of order, we know it is 2 by 2, means there are 2 rows and 2 columns. Next I will take matrices of order 3. Order 3 means 3 rows and 3 columns. So suppose it is A11, A12, A13. Then A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. So this is the first row, this is the second row, and this is the third row. The horizontal arrangement are called as rows and the vertical arrangement are called as columns. So this is column 1, this is column 2, and this is column 3. So this is the matrix of order 3 by 3. 3 by 3 means 3 rows and 3 columns. Okay students, so we know these basic things. And here the elements, see A11, first suffix stands for row, second suffix stands for column. This is known to you. Suppose I take this element A23. A23 means the element in the second row and third column. Okay, so second row is this, third column is this. Suppose I take this element A31. A31, this 3 stands for third row and this 1 stands for first column. So third row, first column. So in this way the suffixes are for rows and column. So these are the basic things for matrices. Now our topic is to find inverse of a matrix. Now what is inverse? Suppose we have a matrix A. Okay students, then its inverse is denoted by A inverse. Okay, if the matrix is A, then its inverse is denoted by A inverse. And actually A inverse means when we multiply A into A inverse, the matrix we will got it as I. So multiplication of a matrix and its inverse always convert to I. In this algebra, we know that 2 into 1 by 2 is 1, reciprocal. But actually in matrices we don't say reciprocal, we say it is an inverse of a matrix. So that A into A inverse equal to I, where I stands for identity matrix. So depending upon the order of A, it depends on the order of I also. If A is of order 2 by 2, identity matrix will be I equal to 1 0 0 1. If A is of order 3 by 3, your I will be 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1, 3 rows and 3 columns. So in standard 12 we have, our aim is to find this A inverse. Okay students, now to find A inverse there are two methods. First method is elementary transformation method and second method is adjoint method. Okay, by using these two methods we have to find our A inverse. Now I will take your first method, that is elementary transformation. And this elementary transformation, again there are two methods, row transformation and column transformation. So I will explain how to perform the transformation. Okay. Now students, see, the first topic is elementary transformation. What does that mean? Okay, now here the first is interchange of any row or any two columns, interchanging rows and columns. So I will explain this statement by taking example. Suppose we have a matrix A as 2 5 9 4. It is a matrix of order 2 by 2. Now interchanging any two rows. Now this is row 1, row 2. So I say R1 changes to R2 and back R2 changes to R1. So we have double headed row. R1 changes to R2, R2 changes to R1. So RA will equivalent to. This symbol you have to use for equivalence. Okay, there is no change in the matrices. Now R1 changes to R2, R2 changes to R1 means corresponding elements you have to change. So that 2 will become 9, 9 will become 2. So first row change to second row change to first. So this A will change to second row means 9, 4. So it will become first row. So 9, 4 and 2, 5. Okay students. So in this way interchange of any two row, interchange of any two column. Suppose we have this same matrix 2, 5, 9, 4. So we are changing column 1 to column 2, C1 changes to C2, C2 changes to C1. So matrix are columns are this 2, 9 is first column, 5, 4 is second. So interchanging of columns means second column will become first. So it will be 5, 4 and this will become 2, 9. So in this way rows and columns are interchanged. Okay. Now second is multiplication of the elements of any row or any column by a non-zero scalar. Now let us explain this by taking example. Okay, suppose we have A equal to, I have the matrix 1, 5, 6, 8. Now see the statement. Multiplication of the elements of any row or any column by a non-zero scalar. So elements of any row. Suppose I will take row 2 and it is changes to, row 2 changes to 2R2. So that scalar multiple is 2. So multiplication of elements of any row changes to scalar. Means R2, each element of R2 is multiplied with 2. So that A changes to. Now R2 is this, R2 multiply with 2. So each and every element multiply with 2. So 6 2s are 12. 8 2s are 16. There is no changes in R1. So R1 will be as it is. So in this way R2 becomes 2R2. Means row 2 is multiplied with 2. Same for column. If I take column 1 changes to minus 3 C1. So A will become now. Now C1 means 1 6. Multiply with minus 3. So 1 minus 3 is minus 3. 6 into minus 3 is minus 18. So column 1 changes to minus 3 C1. There is no change in C2. So C2 will be as it is. So in this way you have to perform the operations for row as well as for column by using scalar multiple. Now third type for elementary transformation is adding the scalar multiple of all the elements of any row to corresponding elements of any other row. This means suppose R1 plus 3R2. Adding the scalar multiple of all elements of any row means this. Scalar multiple any row with any other row. R1 plus 3R2 means R1 changes to R1 plus 3R2. So let us solve this by taking example. If I take A equal to 2, 6, 3, 5. Now apply this operation. See the operation is what? R1 changes to R1 plus 3R2. So A changes to. Now see the elements of R1. It is 2. So 2. 3R2. R2 multiply with 3. So 3 into 3 is 9. So 2 plus 9 is 11. In this way we have to perform the operation. Next. R1 is 6. 3R2. 3R2 means 5 into 3, 15. So 6 plus 15 means 21. So we have changes this R1 2 6 to R1 plus 3R2. I will explain once again. R1 means 2. Okay. 3R2. 3 3s are 9. So 2 plus 9, 11. Then 6. 3 into 5 is 15. So 6 plus 15 means 21. No changes in R2. So R2 will be as it is 3, 5. So this step is very important. So while performing elementary transformation, you have to remember these three things. Okay. Now students, our main aim is to find A inverse. Okay. So whenever we have to consider A into A inverse, I have told you we have to start with the equation A into A inverse equal to R. So whatever will be the matrix, we have to write down A. Suppose I will take A as 2, 9, 0, 4. Our aim is to find A inverse equal to. Now see, what is the order of A? It is 2 by 2. So we have to take I as 2 by 2 means 1, 0, 0, 1. Now our aim is to find A inverse. So actually we have to transform this A into I. So we have to transform A into identity matrix I. This A inverse will remain as it is and when we make transformation, there will be changes in right hand side. So this identity matrix will change to another matrix. Suppose it is equal to B. Now identity matrix into A inverse means A inverse and the new matrix obtained as B. And in this way we have to find inverse of a matrix. So steps are, you have to start with A into A inverse equal to I. Perform operations on A and I. Changes to identity matrix. I into A inverse is A inverse. This identity matrix convert to another matrix B. The last step we will get A inverse equal to B, and that will be your inverse of a matrix. Now this inverse of a matrix can be calculated by using elementary transformation. So we will find elementary transformation for row as well as for column. So first I will take row transformation, okay students, and then we will take column transformation. Now I will explain the method. Suppose I will take the order of 3. So order of 3 means A11, A12, A13, then A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. This is a matrix of order 3 by 3. Now row transformation means we have to perform operations on row, strictly on row, not on column, and we have to convert this A as I. Now convert to A as I means we know that I is 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. So this original matrix A is convert to I, means first element we want as 1. So our step is convert A11 to 1. So your first element you have to always convert it 1. The next 0 0 you have to make. Second step is these elements are A21 and A31, we have to make it to 0. Okay, so first step is this element should be 1 and the other two elements will be 0. Now next move on to this element. Actually you have to always take diagonal elements. Now second diagonal element is A22. So you have to make A22 as 1. Okay, then they make these two elements as 0. These two elements are A12 and A32. You have to make it as 0. Next move on to A33. Make it as 1. So you have to make A33 as 1 and other two elements as 0. Other two elements are A13 and A23 to 0. So these are the steps you have to follow by using row transformation. If you exchange the steps, you will not get A inverse. So always the first element should be 1, the other two 0. Next diagonal element you have to make it as 1, the other two are 0. Third diagonal element you have to make it as 1 and other two are 0. And this you have to make by using transformation, which just I have explained to you. Now we will take some simple examples for this. I will take matrix of order 2. So let us take examples on this. Okay students. Now question is, find the inverse by row transformation method. Suppose that the matrix is 1 minus 1 2 3. 2 rows 2 columns, order is 2. Now what we have to find? A inverse. We have given matrix A. So solution we start with, let A equal to 1 minus 1 2 3. Now students, here one thing I forgot to explain. Whenever we have to find inverse of a matrix, we have to check whether inverse exists or not. When we take A equal to, always we have to find whether its determinant is equal to 0 or not equal to 0. When determinant not equal to 0, then only A inverse exists, otherwise not. So always when performing the operation, always first of all the first step you have to find the determinant, check whether it is 0 or not. Now we have A matrix, find its determinant, means convert to determinant. So 1 minus 1 2 3. Find the determinant value. We know it is 3 into 1 3, minus of minus 1 into 2 is minus 2, 3 plus 2 it is 5. We know that it is not equal to 0. Not equal to 0 means what? A is non-singular matrix, and whenever it is not equal to 0, then only we say A inverse exists. Always you have to perform this step. This will contain 1 mark in exam. Okay, now let us start with matrix. Now to find A inverse, we start with let A into A inverse equal to I. This is your first equation. Now matrix A is, I have taken A as 1 minus 1 2 3. We don't know A inverse. Now I, since A is of order 2 by 2, you have to take I as of order 2 by 2, means 1 0 0 1. Now procedure is that we have to convert this A into I, means you have to convert this matrix on left hand side as identity matrix. Identity matrix means like this. Now first element is 1, so there is no changes in the first row. Now second row, what we have to make this as 0, so we want 2 as 0. We know that 2 minus 2 is 0, so there is changes in I2. I2 changes to I2, 2 minus 2 0, that is 1, so 2 minus 2 are 1. So this is the transformation for above matrix. I will explain again, student. We want this element as 0. We know that 2 minus 2 is 0, so 2. 2 into 1 is 2, so 2 minus 2, so R2 minus 2 R1. So R2 changes to this. So now there is no changes in R1, so R1 will be as it is. Now perform the operation for corresponding elements. 2 minus 2 0. Now R2 is 3. Minus 2 into 1 means plus 2, so 3 plus 2 is 5. Okay, so in this way we have to perform the operation. A inverse will be as it is. There is no changes in row 1, so as it is. No changes in R2. R2 minus 2 R1. So 0 minus 2 into 1 means 0 minus 2, so that will comes out to be minus 2. 1 minus 0 is 1. So in this way, students, we have to perform the operation. Now next, diagonal elements we have to make it as 1. Now we want this 5 as 1. Okay, so we have to take 1 by 5 R2. So there is changes in R2, changes to 1 by 5 R2, means 5 divided by 5 is 1. So I am making R2 divided by 5. So now changes in R1, so 1 minus 1. 0 by 5 means 0. 5 by 5 means 1. Into A inverse. No changes in R1, 1, 0. Now row 2 is divided by 5. So minus 2 by 5 means minus 2 by 5. 1 by 5 is 1 by 5. Okay, students. Now diagonal elements are 1. This is 0. Now the last step, we have to make this element as 0. We know that minus 1 plus 1 is 0. So transformation is R1 plus R2. So R1 changes to R1 plus R2. R1 plus R2. So R1 plus R2 means 1 plus 0, 1. Minus 1 plus 1, 0. No changes R2, so 0, 1. A inverse. Now transformation is R1 plus R2. So 1 plus minus 2 by 5. So students, perform this operation on rough on left hand side or right hand side. So when we make 1 minus 2 by 5. Okay, 1 minus 2 by 5 means 5 minus 2. So it will comes out to be 3 by 5. R1 plus R2. 0 plus 1 by 5 is 1 by 5. No changes in R2. So minus 2 by 5. 1 by 5. So we have got identity matrix I into A inverse equal to 3 by 5 minus 2 by 5, 1 by 5, and this is also 1 by 5. I into A inverse means simply A inverse. So we have got first A inverse as 3 by 5, 1 by 5, minus 2 by 5 and 1 by 5. So students, in this way we have to calculate the A inverse. I will take one more example so that you can get easily the method. I will take example for order 2 only. Find the inverse 1, 3, 2, 7 by row transformation. So first step is we have to take this matrix as A. 1, 3, 2, 7, order 2 by 2. Start with the equation let A into A inverse equal to I. What is A? Now before that, what we have to find, students? Determinant of A. Check. Determinant of A means 1, 3, 2, 7. So 7 into 1 is 7, 3 into 6, 3 into 2 is 6. So minus 6 is 1, which is not equal to 0. So determinant is not equal to 0. So we say that A inverse exists. Now A, we will consider this equation 1, 3, 2 7 into A inverse I we will take 1 0 0 1. Okay, now you have to make this inverse matrix as 1 0 0 1. Already we have first element as 1. Make this as 0 because it is second row. Now 2 minus 2, so again our transformation is R2 changes to R2 minus 2 R1. No changes in first row, so 1 3. 2 minus 2 0. R2 7 minus 2 into 3 is 6. 7 minus 6 means 1. A inverse. No changes in R1. Now transformation R2 minus 2 R1. So 0 minus 2. 0 minus 2 into 1 is minus 2. So 0 minus 2 is minus 2. 1 minus 0 is 1. Always do this calculations on left hand on right hand side. Okay. Now we have got 1. We have got second diagonal element 1. So there is no changes in row 2. We have to make this non-diagonal element as 0. We know that 3 minus 3 is 0. 3 means R1. So this is 1. So minus 3 R2 because 1 it is second row. So our transformation is R1 changes to R1 minus 3 R2. So first R1 minus 0. So it will be 1. 3 minus 3 is 0. No changes in second row. A inverse. Now perform the operation for first. Transformation is R1 minus 3 R2. So 1 minus of minus 3 into minus 2 means 6. So 1 plus 6 means 7. R1 is 0. Minus 3 into 1. So 0 minus 3 is minus 3. No changes in second row. What is this? This is I into A inverse equal to 7 minus 3 minus 2 1. I into A inverse is A inverse. So we have got A inverse as 7 minus 2 minus 3 1. So this is the method for order 2. In the next lecture I will take A inverse for order 3. Okay, thank you students.